Hello and welcome back to the Making Fire podcast. This is a podcast where two longtime besties talk about their favorite TV shows, Survivor, the Traitors.
It trips me up every time.
This week we're going to be talking about Traitors season 4. We're going to talk about episodes 4 and 5 because the Traitors hates podcasters and decided to drop yet another bulk episode drop for us. So we're going to talk about episodes 4 and 5 today. But before we get into the details, Maddie, I have to ask how you're doing.
Well, first off, I just want to say, off the top, thank God they dropped that second episode. We really needed that ending.
I know. I needed a good morale boost.
Yeah, it was rough out there.
I texted my friend Austin and I said I'm not letting this heinous boot order deter me from the rest of the season. I can't be upset just because my favorites go home. Like, that doesn't mean the season is inherently going to be bad. I have to fight through it.
Yes, I'm in the same boat. But anyways, guys, I've been better. I wanted to do something really fun today. I also wanted to do something fun in last episode as well, and that didn't work out. So I'm just going to tell you about it, and then hopefully you can look forward to it and that this item is still available by the time I do get my hands on it. I did want to do a taste test of the confetti cookie freeze from Taco Bell. It has been a journny with this thing. So I actually, when I was
catch a break.
When I was hanging out with Riley the other day, Riley wanted Taco Bell for dinner, and I was like, that sounds great. I kind of want to try this thing. And then both him and the Taco Bell employee at this establishment did sort of give me the, hey, let's maybe don't.
Well, I had convinced, Maddie said, should I do it? And I said, no. I said, don't try something new because I know you. Just do something you're familiar with and it'll be good. And then when we got there, the Mountain Dew Breeze, what is it called?
Yeah, Baja Blast.
The Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavor was not available. So he said, do you want one of the other ones? And then Maddie promptly crouched down and said, how do you like the cookie confetti freeze or whatever it is? Birthday cake. What is it?
I think confetti cookie freeze.
Confetti cookie freeze. And what did he said?
He said, don't get it. It tastes bad.
It tastes bad. I love a drive-through worker being honest. I'm like, thank you, because you don't get paid enough, and I'm not it's my money, you know what I mean, at the end of the day.
It also did tickle my funny bone the way he did it.
Yeah.
But then I haven't been able to get it out of my head, and yesterday was Riley's birthday when we recorded, and so I thought it would be so funny if in his honor I tried this freeze.
Don't put that on me, babe.
No, I will. And and then I just ended up having plans in the evening before, and I was not able to secure it. And then tonight I was like, oh, perfect. We talked yesterday. I won't have a lot to fill the listeners in on this fine day. And I went to talk about this evening. I drove in the snow and ice to try and get my hands on this thing, just for that to be the one freeze that was not ready at the moment. It was still doing the spinny freeze thing.
I felt bad. Did they tell you how long?
No, I could see it, and it was not going to be ready in a reasonable amount of time.
Well, that must mean that the girls want it.
I know. It has to be that.
Right.
And I felt really bad. Shout out to this employee. She is so sweet every time. And she got the whole cup ready with all of the little inclusions, and then went to go put the cup under and saw, the red light is flashing or on, and it is fully not frozen. So did go ahead and get that Baja Blast one that I wanted last time, and I was able to get that. But I do still hope to do a taste test for you all. This journalism is so important to me, and but it does kind of depend on if it is still available next week when we record, / me remembering to go pick it up.
Why wouldn't? What is it, seasonal?
I think so. It's not like a permanent thing. So anyways, that's how I'm doing today. But the bright spot, also kind of gross. I did watch the new episode of The Pit right before this, and
I have to watch it still.
It is so good. This show, I feel like the show does something in my brain where it's so fast paced and there's so much going on. It almost gives me the same feeling of watching TikTok and scrolling.
You just
it's so much.
Yeah, and you need to lock in. It's let me put my phone down.
It truly is one thing after the next.
Right.
I don't know if there's another show that is airing that captures my attention the way The Pit does. So just another recommendation if you are not super duper squeamish to go watch that. But
it does get a little
gnarly. Some might say. Anyways, Riley, how are you?
I heard about, I think something that, is there something with maggots in episode 2?
Yes.
Okay.
It's horrendous. That actually was maybe the grossest thing this episode.
Yeah, I saw someone talking about it, or one of the actresses talking about it, so we'll see. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I have to talk this week. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday. Well, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Oh yeah, I want to apologize for not offering to sing you happy birthday yesterday. I wasn't feeling that vulnerable in the podcast, but then when I thought about it after, I was like, oh, that could have been fun.
Oh, I didn't even remember. It's okay. You can offer next year. Just put a tab on it or something.
Okay.
But so I am the type of girl, kill yourself. Oh, thank you. I'm the type of person.
Hey, Riverside, did you catch that?
Hey, Riverside, and dear Riverside, clip that. I am the type of person on my birthday that I've come to find out that I like bringing things in to the workplace. Because last year I didn't have any plans on my birthday. It was a weekday. This year again was also a weekday. I had no plans, and I was like, well, I want to feel celebrated and I want to do something fun. So last year I told my mom I wanted to do something, and she said, oh, don't worry, I got it last year. And then she didn't tell me she did anything, and so then I ended up buying cupcakes, and then found out that she DoorDashed crumble cookie to my job. Mm-hmm. So then that was fun for everybody,
including you, because I know crumble cookie is actually your favorite dessert ever.
I love a crumble cookie. Famously, I've always said that, and so that was great. And so this year, I politely asked my mom. I said, "Hey, could you make me the chocolate chip cookies that you make that are very delicious?" And she said, "Yes, of course." So she made a giant batch, and these cookies are huge. They're like this big, probably. And she put them aside, put them in the freezer so they stayed fresh, and I took them into work. And yesterday, the girls loved it. The girls loved it. It was so it went great. And everybody kept coming back. I put them outside of my office, and people kept coming back, and they were just like, these cookies are so good. So I let her know. My mom came and stopped by on my lunch break, and we had lunch together on my birthday, and I showed her around my office, and people were like, these cookies are so good, and she was like, thank you so much. So today we had a potluck. Not related to my birthday, but we had a potluck for work, and
someone else's birthday,
of course. And so I asked my mom if she could make chicken tortilla soup for me, because it's a pretty simple recipe. It's just sort of a dump everything in to the pot. And we already had most of the ingredients, so I was just like, it's simple, it's easy, and it's like a lot. The quantity makes a lot, and it's cheap, right? It's just soup. So I asked her to do that for me, and she did it yesterday in like 15 minutes, put it in the Instapot, and then just stuck it all in the fridge, and literally was like, just take it out and bring it with you tomorrow. If any of my coworkers watch this, I do have to apologize for lying to you all today, because I said that I helped make it. It was like a half lie, because I didn't claim that I made it.
Mm-hmm. But you brought it.
I brought it, and it was my idea. My mom did, in fact, make the chicken tortilla soup. But then it's like, really, what is making it? Because she didn't really...
Credits to the Instant Pot.
No, because actually, and she would say the same thing, because when I was like, are you sure you would do that for me? She goes, she's like, it takes me maybe 10 minutes. I just throw everything in and then mix it every so often. Like, she's like, it's not difficult at all. So... it was a white lie. I don't think I'm gonna like be murdered over it, but I don't know why. I think I didn't feel embarrassed that she made it. But I was embarrassed. It wasn't embarrassed that she made it. I was embarrassed that it seemed like I just asked her to do everything for me. Was more sort of the thing. I don't care that she made it. Like yesterday with the cookies, I was like, my mom, they were like, oh my God, you made these? I said, no, my mom made those. That's all her. But today I was like, oh yeah, we sort of did it together. No, we didn't. And I don't know why. I really don't know why I said that, because I don't think I would have been judged had I said, oh, my mom made this again too. So And then it was kind of going fine, and everybody kept complimenting it. I made sure to give her 10s. I texted her because she is in Vegas, and I said, girl, the way everyone in my office is obsessed with you, your impact is felt. Chicken tortilla soup is going down. The girls were eating it. And then everybody was like, this is so good. It made me feel good because I was like, it's my favorite soup that she makes. I was like, I love this soup. I'm glad it's not just a me thing. Well, then one of my coworkers came up to me and said, oh my God, did you make this? And I said, well, like my mom and I made it together. And she goes, what's the recipe? Oh, that is a great question. Keep being curious. Keep asking questions. I said, how did I respond? I thought I was very sly about it, but she would probably tell that I was fibbing. But I was like, oh, well, it's really simple. You know, we get a rotisserie chicken. We just shred it up. You know, some corn, some beans, some peppers. I said, and there's a bunch of spices in it, but that was sort of my mom's deal. She like already knew what went in there, so she just did all the spices. I sort of dumped everything in the pot, and then I couldn't remember any of the other vegetables in the soup. So then I went, yeah, it's kind of just like a pantry soup, you know, like you kind of make it. The only thing you really need to buy when you want to make it is the chicken if you don't have it on hand. And it's just so. And then I said, it's simple to store.
You really just gave as much. You know what it's giving? When Lisa Rinna had to pretend to have been tied up to the tree.
No, it's what it's giving. I'm like, why are you giving every single detail except for the detail I asked for? And I think it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. If any of my coworkers ever find this, I'm sorry I lied. It was a white lie. I don't know why. And then I just kept going and it was fine. But I gave my mom, I made sure I was like, my mom, you know, this is her recipe. This is her thing. I helped her put it together. I kind of
You're just the sous chef.
Because the thing is I didn't lie about making it. Like I said that I did it with her. Yeah, I lied about being the sous chef for some reason, which really there was no reason to do because it's soup. And then I talked about how easy it was to make. So it was really like, why did you help her? Why didn't you just let her do it?
Well, you know what? I'm really glad that you have the space here to clear your conscience of this.
Yeah, I just think it's funny.
I can tell that it's just been eating you up.
It's been eating me up. I think, well, and then I didn't, like, I've been texting, I was like, girl, they're obsessed with it. Like, they love you. And then, okay, so I laughed because Maddie and I were chatting for a couple minutes before we started, as we do, and one of my coworkers, she was like, I kind of want to like just take some home for dinner tonight, and I said, please take some home for dinner, because I had a crock pot full, and it's just me and like Rowan. I was like, take some, like nobody else is gonna eat this at my house. I'll have some for dinner tonight, but like nobody's gonna eat it. I said, please take some. So she took some for home. I took some for dinner. Why'd she just text me? This is the best soup I've ever had. I'm actually dying. Thank you, and thank you, Holly.
I love this for you.
I know. Well, I mean, I love it more for my mom. Like, to me, I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, it's her recipe. And I told people it was, again, I'm like, why did I lie about it? Because I gave like 80% truth and just, because it's like, well, I didn't make it and I didn't tell people I made it. Like,
Have
I was like.
Have you considered that maybe you have like a problem?
I do have a problem, you guys. I'd be lying.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Mm-hmm.
Is the chocolate chip cookie recipe like a family thing, or is that something that you could supply me with?
Oh, I could probably supply it to you. I don't think it's a family recipe. I think it's just it's like an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie recipe. I think it's called a double tree. She calls them double tree cookies. So I think it's just like a brand, and she got the recipe from it. I don't think it's like a special recipe. So
not like a secret thing.
No, they're very good. They're so good, and they freeze very well.
Okay,
so
I'm
if you don't eat them all, oh shit! Oh my god, you guys, I'm so violent. I'm a liar and I'm violent. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to. Whoa.
There's stuff on my phone. What?
Oh, I'm gonna need you to hook me up with that recipe.
Oh, I will. I'll figure it out and I'll get it over to you. But yeah, that's it. So sorry I kind of like low-key lied today, but it wasn't it wasn't a full lie. So it's like I don't really feel bad about it, but I just think it's funny because like why did I do that? Anyway.
And that's your frontal lobe developing. You're thinking,
it is, because it's like,
hey,
why
am I behaving this way? Why am I doing these things?
Right, like it doesn't really make sense. Like I didn't hurt anybody. Like nothing was hurt. Like I'm not gonna have a reputation of making the best soup, but
you do have a reputation as a liar.
Officially, I'm marked as a liar in the office for saying that I helped make the soup. Not that that's what's killing me is that not that I made the soup, that I helped make the soup.
I'm gonna email your coworkers to their work account and be like, hey, just need you to know that you have a liar amongst you.
You have a liar amongst you and figure it out. And then we start our own version of the Traitors in the office. And that's our good segue. Let's talk about the Traitors, you guys. Again, I just said this, such a crazy boot order. Y'all, Monet Exchange and then Tiffany. Girl, like that's kind of devastating. I turned around on Tiffany a little bit. I think we talked a little bit last episode about how her association with Michael Rappaport was kind of souring. But I think it was very clear a situation where she thought he was a traitor, and she was only surrounding herself with him in the hopes that it would protect her a little bit.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Right. I think she had a very emotional roundtable exit. That was a very hard to watch thing.
Can those rich people not just like send her son to college?
Send her son to college, one. Number two, we have a Colton problem and we have a Michael Rappaport problem. Michael Rappaport obviously is gone. Colton is still there. I think there's layers to this, and give me a second to just be an African American Studies major. I just feel like the way that the women are being talked to this season is problematic. I also think the way women of color, specifically the Black women on this cast so far, are being suppressed isn't the right word I want to use, but are being silenced. Also, I'm like, I don't really know if that's the exact word either, but they're just not being trusted.
They're just being treated.
Yes, treated different. In a poor way. They're not being believed. And where you're meeting, obviously there's a lot of nuance to these relationships. A lot of people knew each other before this. There's metagaming going on. There's a lot of layers to the relationships within the castle itself. But realistically, for our Michael Rouse, I guess, sorry, I'm not gonna overthink this sentence, but for someone like everybody really should be on a pretty even playing field. Like, everybody should have a very entry level knowledge of most of the other people. If you're Eric Nam, you know just as much about Tara Lipinski as you do about Tiffany. As you do Johnny Weir, as you do Mark Ballas, as you do Rob Cesternino, as you do Monet Exchange, right? Like,
yeah.
If I'm Eric Nam, for example, like, it's all pretty entry level knowledge of who these people are. There's not a lot of equity happening in the way that people are believing people or understanding people. Portia and Tiffany, I think, were easy dog piles for people in a way that felt kind of, again, I don't want to say problematic, but inherently unequitable.
Yes.
It felt inherently unequitable the way that they dogpiled so quickly onto Portia and onto Tiffany. Arguably, I feel like people are talking over Candace a lot, even though I think she's holding herself well. I think Candace is getting talked over a lot. I think there's just a general sense of, like, unequitable ways that you're approaching relationships in the game.
I also just think it's crazy that, like, the two most controversial people on this cast that both just so happen to be white men, like, yes, are the most outspoken, when it's like, you know who you are and what your place is. Why are you taking up so much space when, like, I barely, like, I mean, I obviously don't think Michael Rappaport should be on the cast at all. And, like, I've heard a lot of stuff about, like, Colton in the past few days as well. But, like, you should be lucky that you get to be on this show.
That's what I'm saying.
Take a seat, sit back and let other people, like, have a say in things.
I gotta be honest, I low-key forgot about I don't know why I keep forgetting that Colton is not a good person. I keep forgetting that he has a problematic past, a very problematic, a recent problematic past, and I keep forgetting that he's not a good person. And I don't know, maybe it's because he's gay. I don't think him being gay erases it, but I think I'm so focused on making fun of him because he's gay that I'm forgetting that he's actually a bad person.
Right.
And I can say that I have gay friends. I said that last episode, you guys. Like, I can say that. I'm forgetting that he actually, like, is problematic. And so, and the stuff with, we can get to it down the line, but and this is going to be a similar format to last episode since it's a bulk episode drop. We're just going to do the major bullet points here, but at this hour of the episode, I think that the treatment of the Black women specifically broader, not a lot of women of color to begin with, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But the Black women in this game specifically, I feel like there's unfair perspectives on them, and what Michael Rappaport and Colton, I think, are contributors to that in a bad way.
Yes. Period.
So we start episode 4, and we had 4 faithfuls tied to trees. Ron, Eric, Caroline, and Kristen. And Lisa was also supposed to be tied up, but she was obviously a traitor. They're coming in for breakfast. I think Monet's outfit today was so cute. The little corset with the tie tucked in and the pants and the button up. Oh God, like we're losing fashion icon after fashion icon. Like it's getting to the point where we just have Colton's Shein ass outfits. I swear to God, Literally. It seems like everything he's wearing, I'm like, you bought that for $15.
When he showed up in his first outfit was that stupid bead tie, like I knew that we were not gonna be seeing anything of note here.
You're gay and problematic, and you are gross to women. Like something has to give. Like something has to be good. And you don't have
cute outfits. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. Ugh. Pick a side. Do you like kissing girls or do you like kissing guys? Like I need you to decide.
Well, and I feel like we've established that part, but like at least give us something.
Right.
Oh God.
So Rob lets us know he thinks of himself as a faithful. I think if I was a traitor, this is the way I play the game. I think Netta from the second season of Canada or third season of Canada Traitors, she did this famously well where she's played one of the best traitor games of all, rivaling maybe Suri and then that one guy from UK. I can't remember his name, but she said, I always think of myself as a traitor. Somebody asks me if always think of myself as faithful. Somebody asks me if I'm a traitor or faithful. I respond to faithful, and I genuinely believe I'm a faithful. Like, I am under no pretenses or circumstances do I ever think to myself, I am a traitor. I always force my brain to make me think I'm a faithful. And I think she was like, I think it just makes me play it in a genuine, faithful way.
Why am I kind of obsessed with Alabama Rob?
Alabama Rob, I'm telling y'all, I think he's just a funny character. He's just silly, and his overalls this episode. The overalls,
I think that was next episode.
No, yes, next episode. But in this little episode drop, not to jump around, but okay, part of me is I'm like, I understand why he did the branding of his Alabama Rob. But I'm like, no, like we're in the Traitors Castle. Like, please don't just wear your overalls with nothing under them. Like,
okay, I have to say, I kind of thought it was hilarious and awesome.
I think it's funny. Like, I'm like, okay, I get it, but I wish.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think that I wish it would have been funnier to me if everybody was on the other caliber of their outfits. Like if he wasn't standing next to Colton, who looks like he got his outfits off of Shein, and Ron, who's wearing a tracksuit, and like if he was in a caliber of outfits where it was like season 2, where it was like Parvati season, Phaedra season level at high caliber outfits, and then Rob was there in his overalls, that would have been peak. But unfortunately for Rob, I'm like, oh, it's just like,
I wish that he would have done the overalls with like a Scottish twist. Like imagine if they were like
that's what I was gonna say, like a nice plaid print,
or like stick to the overalls. Like every day is a different
overall,
but like I think still you can go shirtless underneath, but like a styled overall, like give us some bling or like just over the topness.
If you're gonna do your branding,
stick to the overalls.
Yes, if you're gonna do your branding, make it consistent and make it Traitors themed branding.
Alabama, but make it Traitors in Scotland.
Like that's kind of sickening.
I would have died if he did something like that.
Alabama Rob, and dare I
say?
I was just going to say, Rob, like, let the facial hair grow out. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, interesting.
I was just going to say, I don't think he ever really let his facial grow out on Love Island. I feel like he was pretty, like, maybe he had, like, a little mustache at one point, but I don't think it was, like, a full mustache. I'm just interested to see what it looks like. That's all I'm saying. I'm interested to see if he let it grow further, what it would end up looking. But I do like how he looks when he's clean shaven.
Maybe we should get him on Survivor and see how that
let it just grow. Yeah. We could get a cameo from him, maybe. I don't think he does cameos. We got to get going. So Eric, so they come in one at a time. Ron comes in, then Lisa and Eric, and then the last two are Kristen and Carolyn. It's interesting. They do the murder. They meet face to face. The murder face to face. So the faithfuls, the group gets to question, what happened, what was the storyline, and unfortunately, well, I don't think Lisa. I think she just is kooky, so it kind of passes. But Lisa goes so in depth with everything that people were like, okay, you're overcompensating a little bit. Like, this is a
She's
little...
caught off guard and then says, oh, I'm going to lock in a major way.
In a major way. Yeah, and to the point where she was giving details that Ron didn't give, which then some people were suspicious that Ron missed out on, like, the axe detail or something. And Lisa just was, like, giving everything, which is good. I wonder if they did it a different way, because remember Carolyn almost got caught up last season.
Yeah.
She almost, like, if somebody ended up saving her, somebody felt bad for her.
Yeah.
I don't remember who, but like filled in some plot points, and then people were like,
I think no, it was Tom Sandoval. He kept and messing up, and then they were like, Tom, shut up.
Yes. And Carolyn was able to use the context clues to fill in the dots.
Yeah.
It sounded like they gave Lisa some information, maybe. I don't know. Like, it sounded like, I mean, she knew so much information.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that happened. So it ends up being Kristen and Carolyn left, and Kirsten? Is it Kirsten or Kristen?
I think Chris.
Kristen you look that up. Kristen walks in, gag, Phaedra, whoa. Lisa Rinna and Candace murdered Carolyn, their Real Housewives sister, Ladies of London friend.
Yeah, it's Kristen.
Their friend. This interaction is really good. Carolyn pulls her mask off and sees the three traitors. She says, "Rinna, you bitch," and Lisa Rinna says, "Back to Dubai you go," and has like a smile on her face. And Carolyn says, "Well, this won't be the last time I see you. I'll see you at BravoCon." And Lisa Rinna goes, "No, you won't." That's crazy, Lisa Rinna. She said, "No, you won't."
Candace said something funny after that too, but
I don't remember. I was like, it was more like the Lisa Rinna of it all. I was like, that's like, why are you talking to her like that? Like, that's insane.
No, because Lisa's like, genuinely, we gotta murder this girl.
She's like, genuinely, you're gonna get murdered and I'll never see you again.
You definitely are not gonna be at BravoCon.
Have fun at your flight back to Dubai.
To Dubai.
Hello, Dubai. Do you know that meme? It's a picture of, or it's like a video of Rihanna streamed onto a building, kind of, I think it's like a sphere maybe in Dubai, but it's a video of her going, "Hello, Dubai." But her face is like distorted because it's like fitting the curve or the edge of the building.
Oh, right.
Oh shit. Sorry. Carolyn is killed, which is like such a nothing burger of a murder. I'm just like, okay.
I'm
like,
so glad they did it her though.
Like, she had like nothing else going on. I was like, whatever. We learned this point early in the morning that Eric heard a laugh, and it'll come back. It'll come back.
Oh, it'll come back in a huge way.
In a huge way, y'all aren't ready. He heard a laugh, and don't forget it, because it'll come back. It's important to the storyline later. There's a little bit of back and forth going on. Tiffany plans to push Ron, Jam Jam, and Mike today. Colton for sure is going to push Tiffany. Like, that's just like the vibe that's going to happen. And nobody's saying any of the traitors' names. Mm-hmm. The three of them are kind of like
under the radar.
Yeah, under the radar. We get to the challenge, and it is sort of a fun, there's fire involved, the spears. There's a bunch of spears hidden in the forest. They have to go collect the spears, run them back, and burn down some statues. The problem is, to burn the statue, they have to break one of the players' shields.
Mm-hmm. I believe it's like an effigy.
Yes. And so they have 10 possible things they can burn down, but that means 10 people, which is about half, could possibly lose their safety, right? So, and then the players have to individually pick who gets what. So that's all up in the air what's going to happen. They break out into some groups. So Monet, Candace, and Lisa are in this group, and Monet pulls Candace aside before the challenge starts, and Monet. Lord, Monet. Unfortunately for her, she trusts Candace, and she says, "I think Lisa Rinna is suspicious. I think we have to keep an eye out for her."
The one person that has been right in this entire cast all season, unfortunately, says this to the wrong person.
The wrong person on the wrong time. I think she said it so it was so offhanded. Like, it was just like it was kind of like a nothing burger of a complaint.
It was just like, hey, I'm kind of like, I'm sus of this person.
Yeah, like, hey,
Lisa.
we should keep our eye, and I don't want to jump around too. I'm gonna say it now so I don't forget, because I think it's an important conversation to have. The fact that Candace, I think, is doing a good job fielding the fire. I don't think anybody is suspect of Candace. If anything, of the three, Lisa's getting the most heat. Rob, not necessarily, but I think that Candace is doing a good job putting the fires out. But Candace's issue is all of these faithful they keep killing trust Candace, and it's it's not necessarily bad that Candace is getting rid of them, but they're gonna get to a point in like 3 or 4 episodes where the traitors are gonna really need a couple faithful that have inherent inexplicit trust in them. Rob Sesternino said in his exit press, I watched Monet's thing on RHAP today. Rob and Monet both said they trusted Candace explicitly. They no matter if she was a faithful or a traitor, they trusted her. And it's not bad Candace got rid of these people. I mean, obviously to win the game, she's gonna have to get rid of them at some point. I just think it's too early, and I don't think Candace is thinking about the fact that she needs people that have that trust in her to defend her later on.
In her specifically, like, there always comes a point where the traitors have to like
turn on each other. You don't want to split that money between 3 people.
No, and Candace having all these people that trust her but don't trust Lisa, like, what if this was something that she just sort of like, she doesn't have to contribute to it, but let these ideas flow from the people that trust you most to give you these comments.
Yes, you don't have, as long as you're a listening ear and you nod your head, you don't have to, well, mind you, you've already told somebody at some point that you thought Lisa was suspicious. I don't remember what, that was episode 1 before she was a traitor. So it's floated out there a little bit, but maybe that's why she's doing so much recon, because she admitted to that at the first turret, and Lisa and Rob were both like, you need to reel that in. And Candace was like, I'll reel that in.
I think all it takes is her to go, oh my gosh, I haven't noticed that. I'll like keep an eye on it moving forward.
Yes.
Thank you for like bringing that to my attention.
Yes, I'll keep a better eye on it. It's not inherently a bad move on Candace's part if she's trying, because it's still important. There's still a couple episodes away before they need to start turning on each other. Like, they really need to like create a stronger foundation before they go in. But they're all 3 working together so well that I'm like, I mean,
I know, but I feel like Candace should keep her options open.
Yes, I definitely agree.
And just having these strong relationships that she is fostering from this jump, I think would just make her go even further.
I agree. I think it would do her wonders. So we'll have to see what the repercussions of this are. But again, I'm like, it's only been 4 episodes, and she already had Rob and Monet have inexplicit trust in her, and they only met. Like, she still has time to build those relationships with other people. Like, I don't think she's screwed over yet, but it'll be interesting to see.
Monet.
I know. So Monet makes this comment to Candace, and Candace at the same challenge brings it up to Lisa and says, Monet said your name, just keep an eye out. And that'll be there. Michael Rappaport, you're so fucking stupid
and ugly.
And you said that. He's so stupid. Why the fuck? He picks up a doll and he thinks the doll is what they need. Starts running, and Natalie's like, no, not the doll. You need the spear. Where's the spear? Michael grabs the doll, and he's so stupid, and he thinks he knows every fucking thing. Running around like, I got the doll. Bitch, you don't need the fucking doll. You don't need the doll.
He is one of truly just like the grossest, dumbest, ugliest people I've ever seen on my television.
Right. It was just so confusing. I hate him being so, and we'll get back to, he has another moment in this challenge where I'm like, you're so stupid. Michelle, Michael, Lord.
You know what? I've never in my days left a hate comment before, but he is one of those people that makes me want to just be nasty online, and I'm having to like really intentionally rein myself in from that.
Right. I'll read the full list in a second of who got picked, but just a couple other notes from the challenge. No, like, do consider doing, to go to what you said. Sorry, I was reading while you're talking. Yeah, I mean, I don't condone hate, but also if you happen to slip into his comment section, I
But
can't blame
he
you.
does condone hate, which makes it
And you know what?
a
That is
net
a
positive for
great
me.
point. That's a great point. Like PEMDAS or something.
Yes, like
Yeah.
I think it's actually just neutral if I
Getting
do
his
it
head in
back.
on that.
Oh,
Y'all, oh, that's a joke from back in the day. Y'all want to get, that's an inside joke there. Inside reference. Thank you. So one point, so Tara Lipinski's group picks Michael Rappaport to kill, and then, or to lose his shield. And then Natalie is so smart. She's not getting enough screen time. I need more confessionals from her because she's
yes.
very clearly playing the game, because Natalie and Michael are in the same group. They see Tara's group kill Mike or burn his shield. Mm-hmm. Natalie runs up and goes, "Michael, they just killed you. Who do you want to kill? Who do you want to kill, Michael?" It makes Michael pick, which clears all the blood off of her hands, because then later Natalie can go, "Tara, Michael wanted to kill you."
Yes.
Michael wanted to make Mike, you specifically lose your, he picked you specifically. Natalie was the one that, she fully was like, "Michael, go up there. Michael, go pick someone."
I need the confessionals from Natalie to start becoming, like, I need one after every single major moment. Like, I need to have her narrating the season, like, from a gamer's perspective.
Right.
Stat.
Right. I'm interested to see. I feel like she's going to have a mid-season pop-off.
I feel like she's going to get, like, initiated as a traitor or something.
We'll have to see. It's just, we're getting nothing from her perspective, really, which is frustrating, because I know she's giving good confessionals. I know she was talking shit about Michael Rappaport in that confessional. I know it. So I'm just like, I'm waiting to see, but I feel she's literally, her and Jam Jam are the last gamers alive. Like, I just, like, something is gonna happen.
And I hate to say
and people
it,
trust her. People don't, what?
But she needs, like, Jam Jam needs to step it up.
Oh, no, Jam Jam? Okay, so I saw someone tweet this today, and someone said Jam Jam is the most performative gamer we've ever seen in this whole... Oh, no, pick me. He's the most pick-me gamer. He just wants the thing... Sorry, Jam Jam, not to talk shit about you, but he just wants the attention of everybody else.
He's just not giving what I was hoping at this point in time.
No. And after Carolyn last season, like, that was... Like, if they're going to keep doing new era rep, you would think the next logical step would be Jam Jam, but he's just not. Then it's like, damn, Carolyn was right. All the way back on Survivor 44. Like, she really knew what she was doing, and still.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, Michael picks Tara fucking Lipinski. My queen, Tara fucking Lipinski, bitch. Like, yeah. That's my mother, and y'all are going to kill her. That's unfortunate. So, now Tara's without a shield. Mark has a little bit of a confessional here. Sorry, I forgot the moment. So Mike he doesn't kill, he just, like, burns her shield, breaks her shield. But so they have to, like, scream as they do it to, like, put it out into the ether. Michael, again, is stupid and confused and continues to scream Tara's name
while running back into the forest.
Yeah.
I love that Alan doesn't miss a moment to make fun of him, though.
Ever. Alan's had some good... I have a quote in here later, but he's had some good little funny quips this season. While
we're talking about Alan, I need his shirt that he had in episode 5. The murder shirt.
Oh, the vest.
Oh, was it a vest?
It was like a sleeveless vest.
Oh, I thought it was like a tank top.
Oh, maybe. Like a cropped?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't remember the length of the shirt. I just remember it being sleeveless.
Yeah.
But the murder glitter and the maroon, it was very cute.
Yeah, I need that.
So, does Mark Ballas have a little bit of a British accent? Because his mom's British. Are both of his parents British, or just his mom?
I believe just his mom, and he grew up, I believe, in the most part in British.
In Britain?
Yeah.
He has a little bit of a British accent. He was talking and it had like like Alabama Rob has a twang.
A twang, yes.
Mark has a little British twang.
Yes, and like his mom, I mean, like she's on the judge on Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
I would imagine when he's like also in.
Oh, he's like in Scotland.
UK. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, Yeah, I thought that silly. So the 10 people, so they get all 10 of the flames are on fire, and the 10 people who are vulnerable for murder are Moira, Mike, Steven, Johnny,
Moira?
Mora Higgins, Mora. Not Moira from Schitt's Creek, Mora.
I'm kind of loving Moira Higgins.
Moira Higgins, Moira.
Get Moira Rose.
Mara. What the fuck is her name?
Some people call her Mara, but I think it's Mora.
Mora, okay.
But I think she just had the Irish accent is so interesting.
Right. Tings.
I tink.
I tink.
I thought she was doing that as a joke at first.
Moira. Jesus Christ. Moira, Mike, Steven, Johnny, Monet, Lisa, Ron, Tara, Jam Jam, and Tiffany are all vulnerable for murder tonight.
Yeah.
Colton immediately, they get back from the challenge. Colton immediately starts pushing this anti-Tiff narrative. Oh. Sorry, I skipped the post-challenge and I'm jumping straight into the round table, y'all. It just must have been pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
It was just simple. It was dinner. They're talking. It was them. They were spreading their agendas. We get to the round table and Colton immediately, like a white man's gonna do, takes over the conversation and immediately is like, well, Tiff is a traitor, you guys. Like, she just is leading. She's the head of the snake. She's smart. She's got to be leading them. At one point, she says, "I'm smarter than you," and he's like, "Oh, so you're saying you're a smart traitor?" And she goes, "I'm smarter than you." Which she is.
She is.
Point blank, like she is. She pushes back against Colton, and then Jam Jam gets dragged into it a little bit, and Jam Jam starts pushing back against that, and she says, "I'm not. We'll get there. I'm finishing with him, and then I'll get to you." And pushes very hard against Colton. Is like, I've been saying from the beginning, you know, Michael, Jam Jam, and Ron are my things. Like, I don't understand why you guys are acting like this is brand new information. Like, I've always said these people, and I don't understand why you think I'm like throwing them under the bus or like whatever the situation is. Like, it doesn't make sense. And then Jam Jam just immediately, his name getting grouped with the traitors, he has to push back. He has to fight back a little bit.
And that's the only time we are ever hearing from him is when he's at the round table, when he's like sort of brought into the conversation.
Which I guess, but then it's like, you're not adding anything. Like, I'm not,
No.
you're not, again, similar to a Michael Rappaport where I'm like, you are just causing drama.
Yes.
Like, you're not helping us investigate. You're just trying to save your ass, which I guess is part of the game. If you're put in that position, part of the game for these people are, you have to like save yourself. But, yeah, Tiffany is just very harsh. And then it's immediate sort of dogpiling onto Tiffany because Colton is a white man who's loud. One negative word to describe Colton? Loud. That's rule of culture number 13. One negative rule to describe Colton: loud. And it is immediate dogpile. And then, oh my god, I've never heard from him before. Suddenly he has something to say. Hi, Eric Nom. Eric Nom out of nowhere goes, "Guys, I got something to say."
Guys, I've been sitting on a bad piece of information.
He said, "Sitting on a secret." Eric Nom lets us know that he has basically perfect pitch.
Yes, and like, he is a singer.
Oh my god! Like, there's nothing worse than a man being like, "I play an instrument, y'all."
There's nothing worse than a man saying that he is.
Girl, you will never be Charlie Puth. You will never be Charlie Puth. You will never. You'll never be Charlie Puth. You'll never be Charlie Kirk, babe. Like, you just won't. You can't
Get
outdo.
in line.
You don't have. He says, "I basically have perfect pitch," and then he's like, "I listen to so many songs over and over and over again. Like, I know how to do a distinct laugh." And I heard a laugh, and it was Tiffany's laugh. And
How
no, I
embarrassing.
hate to say it doesn't look great when Candace is one of the traitors and you. I'm just saying.
No, hey, I was thinking the exact same thing.
I'm just
also
saying.
feel like he did not get enough heat after the fact.
No, he did
round
not.
table for
Colton
that.
got a lot of it because obviously Colton was the spearhead on this. But when basically all the evidence, basically the closing piece of evidence for Tiffany was Eric Nam, and he was so wrong.
Yeah. But the confident, like
it was a confident.
said-
If he was a little less, he was like, guys, I'm not sure about this, but I'm putting it out into the space. I think I heard Tiffany's laugh last night, and I don't know if it was her laugh.
He could even be like, I am 100% confident that it was a woman's laugh, and I
Yes.
think that it was Tiffany's.
Right.
Leave it at that, though. Why do you have to,
And let people come to their own conclusions. Let people just do what they want to do with that bad boy piece of information. But instead, you're shoving it down my throat. Ooh, get it off of my TV screen. I don't need to see that in my home.
Can we just have a Traitor season with no men?
No, because you're right. At the end of the day,
They're kind of ruining it for the rest of us.
they are, and it's why the thing that gets me going is the male celebrities are always the most unremarkable. Again, sorry not to drop. If you're an Eric Nam stan, if you're a Stephen Coletti stan, if you're
I'm sorry.
blah blah
Have
blah
you
blah,
ever
a
met
Ron
Eric
Funches
Nam
stan. Like, I'm sorry if you're obsessed with these people, but how are you going to put the likes of Ron Funches, Eric Nam, Stephen Coletti in the streets and Johnny Weir, if I'm being honest? Like, not to do Johnny Weir strays, but like,
Have we
you're
heard
gonna
Stephen Coletti say more than 5 words?
you're gonna put those 4 men in the likes of Portia.
Wait, notice how we didn't say Mark Ballas.
Mark Ballas, you'll always be safe in my
You're
book.
safe.
No, honestly, throw Mark in there too. Portia, Lisa, Natalie Anderson, Moira Higgins, like, y'all, these are women that are just gonna do what women does. Honestly, I just need 23 Gabby Wendy's.
Oh my god.
Guys, I'm obsessed with Gabby Wendy. Gabby, if you ever want to be on our podcast, I have to work on a Gabby Wendy impression.
You really do.
I'll get working on that. It's like
I'll be
borderline
Robbie.
Jennifer Coolidge. With the slick back ponytail, it's kind of giving Robbie right now. No shade.
I don't have a slick back ponytail.
Oh, well, it's like the, I guess it's like the
Yeah.
tighter up top right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said slick back. It's very clearly not slick back. I don't know why I said that. So yeah, it's just
you try a slick back.
maybe next week, maybe next birthday, we'll see. So yeah, this is sort of where I noticed Ron has a problem talking over women. At one point he said, who did he say? He's like said something bad about, or maybe was that the next round table? I can't remember, but at one point he like said something, I think specifically to Tiffany, or it was Moira, because he called her out. Oh my god, we forgot the best thing of all.
Oh my god.
Ron, in his light footsteps, he's convinced Moira. Why suddenly can I
Moira.
not Moira? Moira.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the problem is I've been typing Moira. What is her name? Moira Higgins. I think if I see Moira Higgins.
You're still saying Moira.
I don't know, you guys. Like, I don't know. Okay, but how is that different than what you're saying?
Mora.
Like
Yeah.
Laura with an M.
Yes, that's it.
Moira.
I mean, that is actually how it's spelled, so yes.
Moira. Laura with an M. Moira. Why am I... Guys, I think I'm having a stroke. Mora. Mora.
You like almost can't help
I want
but
some...
put the little
Moira. Girl, Schitt's Creek fucking ruined that name for me. Laura with an M. Laura. Mora.
Yeah.
I want Mora.
Uh-huh.
I want more. Mora. Okay. Keep that all in.
Some people call her Mara if you want.
Don't tell me that. I just got Mora. I just got
Are
that
we sure
down.
we got there?
I don't think so.
That's okay.
Riverside, dear Riverside, please clip that. We forgot the best part is that Ron Funches is convinced that Mora. Y'all just gonna have to bear with it, no shade.
He thinks Mora's a traitor.
He thinks Mora is a traitor. He thinks that she's a traitor because he heard light footsteps, and of course, she's so skinny.
She's so teeny tiny.
Light footsteps, traitor skinny. He's convinced that it has to be a light
He's
woman.
got his buttons.
He's convinced, but I'm like, why was that who you... Anyways, and at one point he was like, he told her to like, shut up. Did he not? I could be making that up. But he like kind of got like a little snappy with her.
He was getting... I don't remember if it was this round table, but he absolutely was getting snappy at the next.
It must have been the next one. I don't remember. Maybe I have a note. But anyway, so it was a Tiffany dogpile. She goes home. It's very emotional. A lot of people did not want to vote for her, specifically Tara Lipinski and Candace were having a very hard time with voting for her. One of her final pleas was like, please don't vote for me. I need this money. That was her final plea. Which is really emotional. And I think I said this in the preseason where I was like, it's really interesting having these Survivor and Big Brother players, most of who are not celebrities compared to someone like
Real Housewives.
They're not Real Housewives level rich. They're not Stephen Colletti levels of rich. Ron Funches. Like, these are people who make a lot of money doing what they do. And Tiffany goes back home and has to live her life. Rob's sister Nina goes, I know.
It makes me actually so sad.
Yeah.
And genuinely, like, this is a call to all the other celebrities on this season of The Traitors. If you don't put Tiffany's son through college after voting her out like that, like, I hope that sits with you. Right.
I hope that you really take that with you for the rest of your life. So a lot of dogpiling. Tiffany ends up going home and she says when she gets up there, you have proven that you all get what you deserve, and you all didn't deserve me. I am a faithful. Those are strong words. I love when a faithful has a strong, but like obviously it's a little witty. It's a little like because you're setting them up to think something, and she's like, "You all got what you deserved because I'm a faithful, and y'all are bad. Yeah. Y'all are shitty people for what you just did to me." Yeah, it's hard early in the game. I guess I don't know, because the show is so new that it's hard to like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer dogpiling at the beginning, or like do you want a strong core at the front or a strong core at the end? Like I don't know. But I think it's hard. Like, what I don't like when the vote is so solid at the beginning of a season. It was so solid on Donna, and then they got the traitor, which I don't think helped moving forward because now they're like, we need to be locked in.
I feel like even last season there wasn't this united front of votes so early on, like, or even really ever. Like, I think some of those housewives just like were voting for literally whoever they wanted. Like
season 2, it literally was just like they're just throwing away votes. Last season, I mean, Dolores was throwing away votes, but I think also it didn't help last season that the traitors were in on each other, so they were always throwing each other's name around. So there was always constant like pods of people who were processing things, but.
Which I guess, like, last season I was always annoyed when there wasn't a unified, like, at least some sort of consensus among people, and it was so random. But it is unfortunate when it ends up just, like, a dog pile on people like this.
Nothing's worse than a loud and wrong gay white man. And we can end that episode with that. Everybody's gagged and gooped that Tiffany was, in fact, not a traitor, you guys. Her laugh was not the laugh. And now ain't nobody gonna be laughing around that castle ever again. No. Because Eric Nam can recognize laughs, apparently.
Eric.
Goddamn. So we get a picture of all the people who are vulnerable for death tonight. After it's just a slow sort of evening post roundtable. People are sad. Yeah. It was emotional. It was a very emotional roundtable. The people who again are vulnerable. Moira.
Yes.
Moira, Mike. No, I messed it up the second. Anyway, Moira, Mike, Steven. Who the hell is Mike?
Michael.
Oh, Michael Rappaport. I was like, who the hell is Mike?
I know when they were writing Mike down at the round table, I was like, I didn't know you guys were cool like that.
I'm gonna literally lose. I'm gonna die. Laura Higgins. Maura, Mike, Steven, Johnny, Monet, Ron, Tara, Jam Jam. All vulnerable for murder tonight.
Yeah.
They sort of they go down the line. The traitors go down their options. And they decide they can't kill Jam Jam or Mike or Ron. Those are clear targets that they need to keep in the house. So that eliminates 3 people. Lisa was also up. Lisa obviously cannot be murdered. Tiffany was also up. Tiffany cannot be murdered. So that brings the 10 people they had down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. They're cycling through the people, and I thought they were maybe gonna go with Johnny, because it sounded like they really were considering challenge performance as the reason that they needed to keep people around. They're gonna keep Tara because she to quote the Traitors, has no idea what's going on. Quoting Monet Exchange also from her interview today, Monet was like, Tara has no idea what's going on in the game. She's clueless. So it sounds like keeping Tara around is good because she's not really adding to anything. And it sounded like Monet, although suspicious, could do stuff for the challenges. So I thought they were going to go with Johnny. Spoiler alert, they did not go for Johnny. They went for Monet. Monet Exchange has been murdered. I do want to say, in the little cutscenes before bed, I thought it was so funny. Johnny has a picture of Tara on his bedside.
Yes, I was gonna bring that. I wrote that down.
That might be the thumbnail of the episode. No shade. I just thought Tara's picture, the framed picture, but then they cut to Tara, and Tara does not have anything of Johnny.
No.
So what's tea there? What's tea, sisters? Monet's dead. I could not believe this, but I have to say, Monet Exchange doesn't look exactly like her over this. Like her final little confessional, where Ron's sister Nina was very much like, I cannot believe this just happened. Ian Terry was also like, this isn't like, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm so upset. Monet kind of gave the vibe. She was like, well, they got me, gal. That's at least the vibe that I got. I mean, I think she's very clearly sad to go home, but kudos to her. She made it past Bob and Peppermint, and I know I'm never going to hear about the end of this on the Sibling Rivalry podcast, the fact that Monet did better than Bob the Drag Queen. So, and I think there's something a little like I wasn't banished, like I was murdered. Nobody voted me out of the game, where Bob got voted out of the game.
Yeah.
So, Monet got booted because she was doing too good. So we'll see. I'll keep y'all updated on what the vibe between the two of them is for that reason. And then this is where I have my note that Candace keeps getting rid of the people closest to her, which could have a long-lasting effect. They get to the challenge. The morning is pretty slow. Monet's dead. And the challenge is all or nothing. They have to go get some statues around the land, the castle, and they bring the statues back. There's 7 of them. They have to bring all 7 back to win the challenge. They break up into groups to do this. They're They're digging in the fountain for these coins to figure out where they need to go to get the statues. The Fountain of Blood.
I was obsessed with the visuals of this.
It was very fun. And there are shields hidden. Well, I guess they're not really hidden, but shields at each of the statues. Alan proposes that if not a single faithful, I guess not a single player, if no players pick up shields, everybody will be safe from murder. If only one, even just one person picks up a shield, then everybody else is at risk of being murdered. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what's the give? What's the take? What's going to happen? Are people going to be selfish? You're in smaller groups, so you can't really get away with one person taking a shield. Like, it's all up in the air, right? So that's what's on the mindset of these groups. And then the challenge starts. It's kind of silly. None of the housewives really want to get in the water. Candace is scared about a potential yeast infection.
Johnny doesn't like water.
No, Johnny doesn't. Tara says, I like my water frozen. Like, I just don't mess with it. Alan at one point says, if you get on all fours, it's easier. And it pans to him, and he's like, he doesn't do the finger, but he's like, get on all fours, y'all. Like, ugh, I want to see something. Y'all, I know I talked a little bit of shit about her last episode just based on the way that she was brought back this season. I'm turning around on Dorinda Medley, I just have to say.
Yeah.
She's just silly old white woman. Like, she's just silly old white woman. Give her a couple glasses of wine, maybe a martini or 3. Like, I just think she's just kind of silly.
She is silly.
She's just a silly girl. It is her first time living too.
It is her first time living too, but second time on Traitors.
So true. I think she's kind of just like a jester for me.
Yeah.
She's kind of like a fun little jester to have this season. And she,
She's a good little presence. Like, I don't really want her as a
Yes.
traitor, but I like having her around.
Yes.
And she's there for a good time, let's be honest.
Yes. Good. And maybe potentially a long time. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So the challenge goes out. People are getting the statues. They're bringing back. The first, like, 5 statues, there's only 1 shield at each statue. So it's like, whoa, what? Like, why would only 1 person take it? But the final 2 statues, we see 4 shields are offered for the group. That is quite interesting. So there's sort of a lot of back and forth. Who's going to take it? Are they going to take it? And we don't really
We don't know.
We don't know. It fades away. They end up all getting all the statues back. They win all their money. Like I said, this was all or nothing. So if they didn't get any of the statues back, they would lose all the money. So they won $16,000 for their pot. They're already at over almost $100,000, which is, I guess, they're nearing half the prize pot. And I guess we're 5 episodes in. Can you believe we're already 5 episodes in? That's kind of crazy.
Well,
like, I'm a little, like, overconsumption is a little too much. Like, give me my week to week. I don't need 5 episodes in the first 2 weeks, unfortunately. Like, I don't.
I agree with that. Like, just to speak on that for a second, even if we weren't doing the podcast, by the end of the second episode, like, it was a bit much in my opinion. Like, I think it's different doing like a multiple episode drop for a premiere night, but I think that second week it takes a little bit too.
Yeah, and even then, I don't need 3 episodes on premiere night.
No, give me 2.
Give me 2.
Yeah.
Or 1 2-hour episode. Like, I don't
know if they have that much content, if I'm being honest.
I'm just saying, like, I don't need 3 episodes. 3 episodes is insane. I don't want to feel I look for, and it sucks because you only do 1 season a year. Yeah. I don't want to watch 5 episodes in 2 weeks. I want the slow burn of it all. Yes. Like, I want the week to week. Y'all, with the success of shows like Heated Rivalry, and I know all this happened post the filming and production of this season of The Traitors, but we, in 2025, saw a lot of success in the week-to-week publication of shows. The Pit comes out week to week. Heated Rivalry, White Lotus, like, a lot of shows right now. I guess those are all HBO shows, which it probably has different demands than, like, a Peacock streaming show. But, I love the slow burn, and I look forward to this show every year. And you only give it to me once a year. Let me enjoy it for as long as I can.
But I like being able to look forward to it without feeling the burden of, I need to watch 2 hours this week to be caught up.
Yeah. Because then if you don't watch it, like, on the night, then people are talking about it and you can't be part of the conversation, or you get spoilers. And
right, and, like, that's why we had to record these podcast episodes so fast, because otherwise we'd be back 5 episodes. Like,
yeah.
Anyways.
So, that was... Yeah. So, jumping... It's... Well, the context pre-roundtable is kind of important because they don't wait for the roundtable, y'all. We very quickly are getting heated in the castle. I'm realizing, I don't think I ever realized how really little amount of rooms there are for you to, like, be in. And how sort of small each room is in. I didn't think I realized, and because I think obviously we very rarely get full-blown yelling in the castle, not at the round table. I think it very rarely happens when they're pre-round table that yelling happens. It's just whispers or just, like, talking. It's very rarely like rah 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 rah. And
someone likes to take it to that level. So.
Yeah. And I don't think I really have acknowledged how small the quarters are really when it comes to what space is available for them to, like, talk in. So Steven and Dorinda are talking about how she thinks Ron is a traitor. Ron walks in on them, sits down. Dorinda, who's been trying to get to know Ron, asks him who he thinks the traitors are. And he, to her face, says, "I think you and Michael are traitors." Girl, what? And what I am crazy about is how this man can, like, obviously consistently keeps being wrong, but how all of these people who are so confident in making claims are wrong.
Yes.
Like, very wrong. Like, there hasn't been one, other than side comments here and there, there has been no arguments for the actual traitors. I'm like, they can't. No. I just think the faithfuls are bad. It's a bad group of faithfuls.
And you know what I do?
I don't think the traitors are playing explicitly well.
This might be what happens when you just put a bunch of random celebrities in a game and expect them to be able to do social strategy. Like,
right. And again, sorry, you finish.
No, I just feel like a lot of my sort of, not necessarily fears, but like hesitations about this cast pre-season are accurate.
Yeah. I think, again, I'm going to try to, go through the rest of the season not feeling any certain types of way, but due to the boot order, I'm going to really try to be holistic. I'm going to try to be like approach it just as the Traitors. But I think that the struggle is the pendulum is still shifting. Again, we're only 4 seasons in. You could say only 4 seasons into the show, but really there's a lot because the same people who produce the UK produce the US. So they're 8 seasons in. Actually 9 seasons in because they have a celebrity season of Traitors. So 9 seasons in to filming the show. At this point, they should have a better idea of what they need casting wise and figure out the balance. And the people who are actually casting the show need to do better research. Like, I don't know how the research is going into all these people. Are y'all googling up fan lists and figuring out who to put on from there? Are you guys actively looking into all of these people? Are people's managers just reaching out and say, hi, Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir are interested in doing the Traitors? And then you guys are picking from a pool of people like that. Like, I don't know what it is, but there needs to be a better equation of figuring out who, because I think we were so gamer heavy last season. It got to a point where it was a little too much. This season we're swinging so far it's seeming the other way. It's seeming a little like, okay, we're missing a core foundation for this faithful group. Because the people that they were dependent on unfortunately got murdered early, and then they banished one of them. So it's just like,
but also like shocker,
right? Like,
what did we think was
especially when
happen?
the meta right now is that all the gamers are Traitors. So yeah, there's back and forth. It's we'll have to see how it mellows out a little bit, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, okay, next season 5, you have a civilian US happening. You'll have a civilian UK and probably another celebrity Traitors, all within the same production company. That's 4 seasons of Traitors that are most likely getting produced next year. You're losing your wiggle room of being like, this is a new show. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, okay, you need to start like figuring it out a little bit, So we'll see. We'll give it time. Then Colton and Michael have a blow up in the dining room. Colton sits down and tries to be. I think it starts out funny. I think Colton was. I think it was unserious at first.
Rob is fully laughing.
Rob is laughing. Michael tries to. Not Michael. Colton tries, unquote, tries to catch Michael off guard. But then it gets a little serious when Colton is like, I fully think you're a traitor though. Like and okay, I think that we'll get to it. Like, there's a lot of back and forth. Colton, I don't think is fully not to blame. I think I don't think Colton is a victim, and I'm not going to feel bad for him, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not defending Michael Rappaport, you guys. I'm not. Michael Rappaport deserved to go home, but Colton, I feel like it was a little out of proportion. I think all this stuff that happened, a little out of proportion. Okay, let me not jump. Well, pre-roundtable, there's a blow up. Blow up is happening. I guess it's an important conversation. No, won't, because we'll get there. That Dorinda found out that that Colton Underwood is gay. I guess that was not known, or that he was on The Bachelor and was straight on The Bachelor, or that she didn't know he was gay now, or what. But yeah, so the conversation happened early. This was featured early in the episode. Now, we're getting pre-roundtable. There's a fight. It's very clear Michael and Colton are going to go at each other tonight. They are mad at each other. Colton believes Michael's a traitor. Michael believes Colton's a traitor. And these are both, again, 2 white men who love hearing the sound of their own voice and feel like they are 100% in the right every time. That they're justified. And I think it's weird. There's a weird victim complex to both of them. Both of them think that they're the victim of the situation, when in reality, y'all are both the perpetrators. Y'all dig both of yourselves. You put yourself in this hole. Anyway, we get to the round table, and it immediately continues from there. It opens up, and I don't remember who opened it up. It was like, should we continue having the conversation that we were all just involved in happening out there, right? And they start again. Michael Rappaport starts, and he's talking about how Colton is, what's the word? Commiserating, conniving, What's the other one? I don't remember. One more C word, because he's trying to be like, you'll never be what the hell his name is. John. What was that guy's name? The Duke of Deception, the Mistress of Murder. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
He was like the government guy. I think his name was John. I don't remember his name, but
I also don't.
I can't remember. But that's what he's trying to give. Like, again, and we said this last episode, where Michael is very clearly just trying to be a reality TV person, when in reality you can never be a reality star by trying to be a reality TV person. Portia Williams, Candace, Phaedra Williams, Portia. Anyway, Portia. It's not Williams, because I think it's Phaedra Williams and
wait,
Portia.
I thought it was Phaedra Parks.
Phaedra Parks. It is Phaedra Parks. Fuck. Yeah, Phaedra Parks, Portia Williams.
Yeah, I think so.
Guys, so I do have a mind of a mastermind. Phaedra and Candace, like these Monet Exchange, these people are reality stars because they're genuinely reality stars. Michael Rappaport, you will never be a reality TV star, no matter how much you try.
Yeah.
You never will be. So he's calling Colton out, and I will agree that it came off in a way that he was using Michael's gayness, Michael being in the closet for 29 years, as a way to justify him being able to lie.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, okay, I don't feel bad for Colton. Michael Rappaport is inherently problematic. Michael Rappaport is problematic. I'm not defending Michael Rappaport. I'm not defending him. I don't think I should feel bad for Colton, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I think I feel bad for, and coming for the gays is the wrong. I feel bad for Johnny Weir. I feel bad for Jam Jam. I feel bad for the women in that. I feel bad for Kristen.
I feel bad for everyone else at that table that
has to endure it. I don't feel bad for Colton necessarily, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I feel bad for the other queer people in the room. Alan, I feel bad for the queer people in the room.
Alan was clearly over this,
right? That were just like having to listen to that. I feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for I don't feel bad for Colin. I'm like, girl, I don't feel bad for you,
especially after his little performance the night before.
Yeah, the performance the night before, and then it quickly felt like he was using okay. Oh my god, my FM mind. Like it gets to a point where white people often, who are part of other marginalized groups, will use their marginalized identity as a way to try to overcome their whiteness. Colton, you are a white man at the end of the day. You being gay, yes, that is a marginalized identity. But you're a white man with blue eyes, blonde hair, like who played football for 17 fucking years. You're 6'7". You're jacked, and you don't let us forget it. Okay, you're not like you're like, it's not that serious. Like, babe, you're acting like you threw the fucking first brick at Stonewall. You're fine. I promise you.
People died.
People famously died at Stonewall.
Wait, no one died? That's one of my favorite.
I love that close up. Wait, no one died? Y'all look up Derek, Barry, and Willem talking about Stonewall. It's so funny. He's acting like he's Marsha P. Johnson. He threw the first brick at Stonewall. Like, I'm sorry, you're not this activist for the gay community. Like, Johnny Weir's done more than you'll ever do. Like, Alan Cummings is an actual activist for the gay community. Yes. Like, you can't use your gay. That's what gets me about the whole thing, is I felt he very quickly used his gay identity as a way to get Michael Rappaport out, when I don't think he's justified in doing that. No, I don't think you've earned the fucking valor to do that.
But if that's
you're a freak, you're a stalker.
Exactly, but I'm going to say, if that's what it took to get Michael out and to make people be like, this is actually where we draw the line, then I'm fine with that.
Yes, like, I get it. I'm fine. I would
next
rather
week I don't have to hear from him.
I 100% would, under other, like, whatever y'all could do to get Michael Rappaport out, get Michael Rappaport out. I'm so glad this man is gone.
I will say
in
that
his
I
melting
kind of I love that this was on the basis for a lot of people of, like, him being, like, homophobic, yeah.
It very quickly, people are like, nope, it makes sense. Michael was like, that's not what he meant, and we were like, we're sure that's what you meant. Like, and I let everybody again, sort of, not to bring this back to, like, the dynamic of the game, but this group of faithfuls has a really bad time with dogpiling. It really just took one thing to get them all going, and obviously, I'm glad they used it right this time compared to how they did Tiffany. But
I'm actually glad that it makes Michael look even worse than he already looked. Like,
Yeah.
I do have to say that.
And fuck Traitors production, because how are you gonna let Michael be like, I never meant to hurt anyone's feelings, like if I came off a bad way?
Cut it out.
Don't give this man a fucking platform. Kick his ass out and let him deal with the consequences of his fucking actions. God, like, I don't need to hear another white man apologizing for being homophobic. Oh, welcome to high school, bitch. Like, I'm sorry. I don't need to hear it.
Could you imagine him in high school?
He said what because he was verbally abusing people from the beginning. His own words. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just, both are in the wrong, and I feel very strongly about my opinions on this. I haven't really thought about it much since watching it last night. I'm glad that I was able to talk it out.
Also, I want to apologize that this all had to happen on your birthday.
Well, whatever.
They did it at your birthday dinner. Literally.
And they did it, really, honestly, they did genuinely at my birthday dinner. And no, because I was like, I don't feel bad for Colton, but I don't know why. And I'm glad I was able to talk it out here, because now I'm like, oh, now I know why I don't feel bad for Colton. So thank you, podcast. But they fight back and forth. Michael keeps using the word commiserating. And out of nowhere, Rob, who said nothing at any round table yet, has not said anything, out of nowhere says, I'm sorry, but commiserate means to feel sorry for someone. And it's driving me nuts that you keep saying it.
And Michael's like, no, that's not what it means.
And Rob's like, yes, it does. That is what it means. And I immediately had to look it up, and Alabama Rob, of course, was right.
Correct. Yes.
Crazy vocab poll.
I thought Alabama was known for having terrible education, but
I guess maybe he made it. That's that Fiji education. He spent 2 seasons on Love Island. He knows what's going on. They had GRE flashcards on there, and he was going through. That's a pullback flashback, y'all. Okay. We get an iconic Alabama Rob. I'm gonna call him that. Fuck Rob Roush. Alabama Rob is so funny. I'm sorry. An iconic Alabama Rob eye roll when Mike says, "That's no," and Rob's like, "Yeah, you're wrong." Dorinda calls, is it Mike? I think you're a housewives hunter, or is it Colton? Oh no, it's Colton. Ron.
Oh, Ron. Yes, she says it to Ron, and Ron's like,
Ron with these random. It's very clear going to be Colton. Like, why are you trying to get on Dorinda? It's just another. I'm like, why? It's always the women. He always has to call the women out. Ron says. Or calls Dorinda out, and Dorinda says, I think you're a housewife hunter. She was waiting to call somebody that. She said, it couldn't be Monet, I'm going to have to call Ron. She was waiting to call Monet, she's a housewife hunter, and it just never fell through. Monet did call on the RHAP post-game interview. She said, I'm officially a housewife hunter. Watch out if I'm ever back on one of these things. I'm coming after y'all. She said that. So
that's her God-given right.
It is at that point. What is sorry, I did very quick notes, so I don't have who said the quotes, I just have the quotes, but then I remembered.
It was a fun little game for me. Let's see.
Right. Michael said Colton said, you've been really lucky to get this far, and Michael says, to you, but then other people start going, no, I agree, you've been very lucky to get this far. And Michael tries to be like, you're the only one, and everybody else is like, no. Michael is horrible. I think trying to fight the gays, that is the worst thing you could do on this show. And I don't think he meant to do it on purpose. That's not my business to decide, but too many gays in this castle, too many gays watching this show. Fighting the gays is not the way to go.
We can also draw our own conclusions about him.
Definitely can do that. Michael gets voted out, and not as much dogpiling this time. It was much more separated. Ron almost went home, but Michael gets up and goes, thank God. And he has a horrible little speech, and he is a faithful, and everybody's like, well.
Literally, that's how you know you're such a just horrible person, when people are like, you know what, at least he's gone. I really don't care.
I know, in the game
or not, this was a win at the end of the day.
Right. So Michael's gone. Ron keeps digging himself deeper and deeper with the situations he's finding himself in. And that's it. At the end of this episode, Alabama Rob's mind is working. He's someone to watch out for. I'm very interested to see his longevity in this game and what happens. And to end the episode, I'll just say we get our first sort of Johnny and Tara moment. They give each other a nice little hug, and Alabama Rob walks past, and Johnny goes, oh my God, he's so hot, I can't. And that's, I think, a perfect way to end the episode.
I think so too. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all. There's a lot of think pieces this episode that I needed to get out there. Like, I just really needed to talk about why I was feeling the feelings and sort of the sociological things that are happening on this show.
Well, and we were able to marinate after last week's batch of episodes, and then coming into these. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot more to discuss.
There is a lot more to discuss, and it's very interesting the way that this is happening. So, do you have any closing thoughts on these last 2 episodes?
I just can't wait to move forward without such a disgusting presence weighing everyone down. Like, everyone can breathe and think their own thoughts, and they don't have to have a old man yelling at them, an old senile ugly man taking up space.
Well, thank you all for joining. Next week, it's just going to be 1 episode to cover. Thank God about that. Thank you, Alan. 1 episode to cover. And it'll be good.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. If you liked this episode, you can like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Comment where you think Maddie's dog's going. Comment, hey, where did Frank just go?
Where did Frank just up and leave?
Comment that. You can also follow us on social media, TikTok and Instagram at Making Fire Pod, and we'll see you all next week with more Traitors content on the road to Survivor 50.
Yeah, bye.
I can't wait to see this turns out.